Okay, so remember, when it comes to sword fighting, as we're teaching you, constant vigilance, like I have said, is extremely important. Constant vigilance being, be aware of your peripherals. What's here, what's there. Sword swinging white arcs come at you at either angles. Never get tunnel vision. So, on top of that, footwork and anchoring. The grip of your sword. Have we been teaching you guys grip? Wide grip. Here it's too loose, and here's just right. Notice what happens when I smack this bamboo thing with both my hands crouched. Watch the sword motion. I actually even hit my hat on the way back up. Spreading your feet, or your hands, excuse me, for grip, and you have utter control. And that's what you're looking for. You want to be fluid, but you want to be firm. Defense is everything, which we'll get into teaching you guys here soon, how to block a sword. But for the most part, remember, hands firm on the sword, but loose enough to make firm and then go loose again. Crouch in your stance. Stay loose enough to stay anchored. If you're going to fall, you can stop yourself. And strike.
All weapon fighting is an extension of combat, and combat starts in your body. Okay? All combat, even firing a gun, starts in your body, in your brain. Okay? So hand-to-hand fighting is where it all begins. Alright? You might not have the opportunity to draw a weapon, and you may have to act immediately. What do you mean by that? Well, maybe you're walking along and you come across a traveling merchant, and you think that he's a perfectly peaceful stranger who's just asking you directions, and then all of a sudden he has a knife or a dagger, and he's trying to stab you with it because he wants to take your money. And you have your sword, but you can't draw it now, so you have to defend yourself. So if you're standing in your normal stance, I'll show you that you use your feet just like I showed you in class to draw back into that comfortable fighting stance. And as you do that, you can go ahead and start your drill. You can also start the drill from here, but it doesn't really matter one way or the other.
Each knee.
You start it over again. You do it over here.
Notice how he walks sideways, almost what you would consider like a crab would walk. That is called anchoring, and it keeps you balanced when someone would engage or push against you, like so. Notice the feet semi-dragging to help them stay anchored in the sand. You may not always have this kind of turf. You may be on hard court. So always remember, foot positioning is important. Keep your knees bent and stay loose.
And I was sprayed with the water, got all over my shirt from the bamboo. That's like literally just the water that's inside of the bamboo has been sucked up by its roots. You can see there, because it was alive. And he just got that all over me. Thanks, man. Thank goodness that was, you know, just bamboo.